Anchorman now. Yeah. We have two colonels now. That's good. I'll change that.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
Can you hear us, Dave?
Hi, Bob. Yeah, I'm all right.
All good.
Got another week of treatment.
Another week.
Out, so.
Good man. Good man. Yeah, it'll once it's done, you'll be fine. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
What?
It's very tiring.
Yeah, I know.
Really
I was tired.
Yeah, the first couple of weeks I thought, oh well, this is all right, but now.
Yeah. Oh well, at least it's nearly over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bobo, you're back in the valleys, right?
Yeah, I just arrived.
I just
arrived from the Midlands.
Okay.
I just 3-hour drive. Yeah.
Is there a reason you're back on your iPhone or not on your laptop?
It was too awkward to try and get my laptop, so that's why I'll put it sideways. Yeah.
Johnny, I went to come in on the old link and it wouldn't let me in. It said there was already a meeting in progress.
Well, yeah, this happens when we switch in from Dave to me, and that. But like I said, that's why we always do a new link. So yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just copied the link.
So are we not going back to the original link that we always used?
Well, I've said this 1,000 times, Foodie, that, I don't understand it. It's the same link, but when I clone myself with Dave in the UK, it says there's 2 meetings going on. So everyone should come in on the link, which I posted today, yeah. Even though it's the same numbers, there's some glitch there. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good.
The numbers I just put in are different to the normal ones, but there you go.
Anyway, I'm not a technician. Hi, Chris. Hi, Scotty.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Scotty. How are you, Scotty?
It worked. It worked for me right away, John.
Yeah. Well, I know. Like I said, if I was a Zoom technician, I could know the answer. All I know is that when I clone myself with Dave, can you hear us? David?
Yes.
Hello,
Johnny, it was only when I went to go in using the normal link that it did it.
Yeah.
So I came in using the one you posted.
Yeah. Good. I guess we can't hear Dave. Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. Well, you're the anchorman, Dave. So hello. Hi.
Oh well, Johnny, that's very kind of you to give me that. Johnny, this is you said before Christmas, this will be our last gathering. So very nice. And I'm very glad to see that we have got some festive capellas already in use.
Yep. Got mine with his bobble hat.
Bobo, you can swizzle your bobble hat around.
Yeah.
If this is not this is your bike riding capella, isn't it?
No, it's a brand new one. I just got it as a Christmas present from somebody. It's quite nice, actually. I quite like it.
Ho fucking ho.
Ho.
Oh, snap, Dave.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I've got one.
And snap Dave as well.
Yeah, well, I've got my little pom-pom on the top. Yeah.
Oh dear, that's great.
Nice one, Johnny.
Yeah,
what's that?
Johnny, you're wearing a nice shirt.
Nice hat.
Yeah.
Well, I can get my Santa hat, but it's upstairs. I got my hair hat on right now.
What hair?
Hairy hat.
What hair? Yeah.
So, Pete, it's good to see you. Have you just come from the butcher's?
Yeah, hello.
You've just done your shift down at the butcher's.
Go on.
It's good to see you. Good to see you. All right, and obviously, Chris in California. Obviously, I think you've beaten me and obviously Fruity with the pom pom. I think you have got a larger pom pom.
I got the biggest pom pom. Huh?
You have at the moment. Scotty, do you know what?
Yeah.
When you were kind enough to put a mention in on the group to say that you would be in because there's, you are available. I thought I just had a feeling that it might have been just you, me, Colonel, and Pete, because we weren't sure how the entertainment that Steve Walker had this afternoon was going to fit in with coming to be sociable.
We had to wake up,
Yeah.
I'm afraid, to watch that game.
Well, I'm being sociable, gentlemen.
Hello,
all right.
Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Hey,
And Fruity,
I thought they did really well.
club?
I do. I think we deserved that at the end of the day.
I see, Mr. Walker, you got my photo up there. It's got the secret code on it, 0004.
Is that yours? Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
Of
ours.
course
I
it
think.
is.
It's one of
You
ours. I don't know
know
whether I took it or somebody took it. One of our guys took it.
Right.
I think
Thanks,
I've got
Chris.
that picture I've got that picture as well from probably one of yours.
Yeah, it's one of
With
our
004 on it.
David,
stock
the answer
photos.
to your
Right.
question was yes. I've just come back from the non-gay club.
Yeah, was this because
Okay.
was it because you couldn't? It was too busy in the gay clubs. You had to go next door.
No, I was just stuck on a stool.
No.
On a stool.
Dear.
That's something to
It
do
was a
with your
solid.
colon.
It was a very solid one as well.
Solid stool. Yeah.
Are you allowed back in there now?
I've never been banned.
Oh,
Well,
I thought you were,
Oh, well, actually, I was many, many years ago, but that's another story.
I thought you were banned at the luncheon.
Yeah,
You know,
but Steve Walker, you and
Alice.
Alice, you weren't allowed to go into the gay bar.
No. Weren't gay
You
enough.
were too camp or too rugged.
Not enough. Rough.
Too much rough.
Yeah.
Talking about Southampton next year, me and Alison Munson have got an apartment in Hill Lane
Oh,
for 3 nights.
very
Looks
nice.
really good. About 480 quid for 3 nights between the 3 of us.
That's
All
all
right.
right.
Oh,
Does
that's
that
good. And
only
this is-
sleep 3?
I think one room's got 2 beds in it, Pete, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that'll do me and Dave.
Yeah, we'll be
We-
there, won't we, Pete? Because there's no point.
I'm not sleeping with
Lovely enough.
Munson. I'm not
Extra
sleeping with
time.
Munson.
Bobo, when you were in Ireland, were
Yeah.
you sharing a room with anybody?
No, but I would have liked to. The flat lady. She was quite pleasant. She was.
Well,
I left my door open all night.
Pete and I had a lovely time, didn't we, Pete?
There's a lot of people that
brilliant.
used to do that.
Do it again.
It was thoroughly enjoyable. We had by view windows, didn't we?
A what? A buy view.
Yeah, we could
Yep.
look at it in 2 different directions. But isn't that right, Pete?
Exactly.
Very, very good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I've not got my hat. I'm not at home at the moment.
But when I was on Oriana, there was a section mate that had gone on leave, and there was a note on the door saying the Phantom Gobbler is on leave.
No longer a phantom.
Oh, dear.
Oh, even better, even better. Oh, dear, oh dear. So, Bobo, it's good to see that you've made your way back to your now home.
Yes.
Easy.
But how many minutes are you staying in Cardiff before you then disappear elsewhere?
It's like a bloody yo-yo, back and forth all the time. Back
Never
and
stops, does he?
He's a nomad.
Blinking out. There's Bob, Blackpool Bob.
Well,
Good to see
Blackpool
you.
Bob.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Wonderful.
Good evening.
Robert.
Hey,
Oh, we're
Robert.
gentlemen tonight, are we?
what a lovely smile you've got, Bob. What a lovely smile.
Well, this is it. This is Bob, you see.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bob, I was thinking about you. yesterday or the day before yesterday, we saw this program with dogs that were going to be due to have puppies. One of which was just like your lovely little Millie. Was it Millie or
Daisy.
Daisy? Daisy, and had multiple puppies, but they all looked like yours. It was
Really? Swiss has been about a bit, eh?
Yeah. No, it was excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I have some sad news about my dog. You met her on the Crew Bar a couple of times. My little Boston Terrier.
Yeah.
I had to have her put down a couple of weeks
Oh
ago.
no.
Oh,
She was just struggling too much, you know.
Oh,
And
sad.
she was almost 15, so she had a good
It's
life.
good
Well,
age.
that's a good age, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
she's so missed in the house. I mean, you know,
course.
my routine is just, you know,
Gone.
yeah, because you
Gone.
you have
Yeah.
a routine. You
Daisy.
do, of course you do. Yeah. But no, but you would not have exchanged her for any of the years you had. So it's just
right.
the way it is, isn't it? But in fact, I was thinking about Bob and the puppies and everything else, because I got sent through from a friend. You will have seen it, I'm sure, but you know, Barry Humphries, you know, Dame Edna, and he was the Australian one, Patterson. What's his name?
Les
Patterson.
Les Patterson. Les
So
Patterson.
Les.
So Les was on the talk show, and he said, "Well, they asked how's the family." He said, "Well," he said, "the wife."
The cultural
wife-
attaché.
Pardon me. What's that?
Cultural attaché.
Oh, I missed that one.
The
All right.
attaché, Australian attaché.
Cultural
Oh,
attaché.
Cultural. Yeah.
Well, Les,
Cultural attaché.
it was.
You look like Dame Edna Pete with that hat on.
Yeah.
Let Dave get the story out. Come on,
Yeah.
David.
Hang on.
You don't rush it.
I should put the other hat on. Hang on. Anyway, so Les, he said to Les, you know, how's the wife? He said, well, she's all right, but she was a bit, because I'm away a lot. She was missing company, so they said that you need to get yourself a dog, and she got a dog, and she said that said to Les, I can't get the dog to come back to me. I keep calling the dog and I keep whistling. And he said, well, the wife is very good at whistling, because actually she whistles an awful lot because she's got a loose denture, you know. And it was just from there on, he said, well, what happened? He said, well, you need to go to the vet because the dog can't hear. So you must go to the vet and ask him for some lubrication, which will remove the hairs from the dog's ear, so that the dog will be able to hear when you whistle. So she went to the vet, and he said, well, no, you can't get that from here. You'll have to go and see the doctor. So she went to the doctor, and she said to the doctor, look, I need some lubricant to go in the ear to remove hair. He said, well, I can recommend you this particular ointment. He said, but look, if you do use it on your legs, just use it quickly, then wash your legs, because it's quite a potent liquid. He said, and again, if you need to do it anywhere else, do it again very, very quickly, you know, otherwise you're going to harm yourself. He said, well, what do you want to use it for? She said, well, it's for my schnauzer. So the doctor said, well, if you're going to use that, I said, be even quicker removing it afterwards. And I recommend you don't ride a bike for a couple of weeks. You know, it was just what he said. It was.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
But what you saw was better than that, then, Bob. But it was. Raymond, you managed to get in.
I managed to get in. The problem is, thank you, John.
Yeah,
I
okay. I understand, Ray. But what it is, it's all due to the fact that when I go overseas, Dave takes over my account, okay? And so even though he's logged out, they think there's another meeting going on. So You're in. That's all that matters now.
Ray,
Yeah,
Ray,
that's
it's
good.
just all excuses from him.
It's not an
That's
excuse.
all
I've
it
explained
is.
it.
Yeah.
I've explained it a million times, but it's all good. We're good. We're
How,
good.
how many?
It's just, you're not technical, John.
And why has nobody said, "What's that behind you, John? What's the knobby doing behind you, Dave?"
We know what that is.
We know what it
You know
is. You
what
plastered it
what
all
that-
over Facebook for a week.
Johnny, we've all seen it. That's why.
It's all-
Okay, all right.
It's old news.
And it didn't eat
It is
you.
old news. You're right. I'll change it. You're right.
Johnny, it
it's
didn't eat
fine,
you, did
it's
it?
Fine. No, it's great.
No,
It's good.
no, it didn't.
It is great.
I want to know is who rescued your camera?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Well, basically, I was in panic mode, but luckily it's only about probably 8 or 10 foot, and it went straight beneath me, and a nice guy, probably like a Ray Zachary guy, who knows what he's doing, or Dave Inge guy, just dove down and got it.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part is I wish it had floated down and camera face up, and then that would have been exciting. As it happened, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll get rid of the old news, Bobo.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Johnny,
okay,
that
mate.
is that the most scary challenge you've ever had? I mean, you've done an awful lot.
Yeah.
It's strange. It's strange. I don't know whether it was the Bohemian guy who was convincing us that these were friendly, nice sharks,
Nice sharks.
or my stupidity jumping in. And it's weird because once I was in, and I've had problems the last couple of years with breathing and claustrophobia. Didn't used to have it, right? As soon as I got in, and there was like 25 nobbies right there, you kind of you forgot about the breathing thing. You just became like hypnotized. Yeah.
Got it.
Anyway,
Rather you than I.
You're allowed to wear incontinence pants under your budgie smugglers.
yeah. I'm changing it now, Foodie. I'm changing it now, mate. We can move on. We can move on.
We can. We
When
can.
they were all going crazy when they throw the chuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
know-
apparently that was afterwards they did that.
Well,
John
yeah,
told me.
and actually, I should never have shown that because one of my environmental mates says, "Well, that's illegal. They're baiting the sharks. They just fed them after they were being nice and didn't bite us. Then they treated them. But if we'd seen that before, we wouldn't have gone in. Yeah,
No.
I reckon they train them. If they don't bite anybody, they get fed afterwards. But
yeah.
the first time they eat somebody, they don't get
Okay,
fed.
okay. I'm changing it now.
I'm trained like that as well.
We can move on. We can move on. It's all right.
Especially
Take
British expats.
I don't bite if somebody feeds me.
True.
All right, there we go. Back to normal. There we are. Move
Hey,
on.
no, look, here was one, 1953. Who sent that on the on? That was very interesting.
Scotty, wasn't it?
Well done,
Yeah,
Scotty.
I did, yeah.
That was a good year, 1953.
Yeah. Well, you know, Ollie's not going to come on till next year now, Scotty. After you,
I
you
did
know.
pull his leg a bit there.
yeah. He's-
Yeah.
But 1953, and then Blackpool Bob, you came in and said, well, that was the year you left school.
That's correct.
I
Yeah.
know. God.
But did
The
you
year
go to
Blackpool
see
won the
later
FA
that
Cup.
year?
That's correct, Peter. Yeah.
Did you see Bob? Did you see Lita Rosa's name on there?
I did. I've seen her. I used to watch her with Ted Heath.
Yeah,
Wow.
she was on the Chew Sanders as entertainer.
I don't remember that.
I think she became friends with Eileen Hart.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Back in.
So what was she?
She was a singer.
I don't remember.
She was a singer with Ted Heath's band. If anybody who knows who Ted Heath was.
Yeah, I've heard of. I
Yeah.
know you have said it. Yeah, I
The,
have.
Probably
Prime
in the
Minister
window.
never got married. No.
And she used to be on the Tucson. Did she go elsewhere?
That I don't know. I didn't go elsewhere and see her.
Mm-hmm. How old was she at the time?
Oh, crikey. I don't know. I was 16, so I expect she was probably about 45 to 50 at the time.
Wow.
Can't be that old then. She was quite young when I used to watch her in the Winter Gardens here with the band.
Oh, well.
And I was about 16. She'd be maybe 30. She'd be, I'll be surprised if she's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'd be 100. She'd be 100 if she's still alive.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, Bob, I'm glad that you were around to sort of confirm all this at the time, you know.
We used to watch all the big bands in the Winter Gardens. It was fantastic in the day. They were awesome. Yeah.
What other bands? Because you see, the only band we know is Jack Duff.
We're talking about proper bands. You know,
We had,
about 30
real
30
bands.
musicians.
You're real bands, yes.
I think we had Norrie Paramore and his
There was Joe Loss,
or
Ken McIntosh, Basil Kirchin. Oh, loads of them.
Yeah.
You're all too young, you boys.
Ray
Did you get any of
Davis
the
and the
American
Button
ones
Down
come
Band.
over, Bob?
What?
Did you get any of the American ones come over?
No, they were all the English bands used to play here in the Winter Gardens ballroom, and they used to play for a season, a different band every summer. But not Americans. No, I had no Yanks.
Mhm.
I saw Fats Domino in the Winter Gardens.
He would have been good.
That was at a later date. Yeah,
Did you see Lonnie? Did you see Lonnie Donegan?
yeah.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a band. He was a
No, I
skiffle
knew it was a
group.
band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lonnie Donegan. lives
Lonnie
down the coast.
Donegan, yeah.
He lives quite well. He lived quite near to where we are.
Really?
Yeah, his daughter went to school with my niece.
Is he still going?
Is he still alive?
No,
I doubt
No.
it. Yeah.
no, he's gone.
His son was on The Voice a couple of years ago. Lonnie Donegan's son.
Hmm.
Is that how you enjoy your Saturday evenings then, Steve, watching The Voice?
No, I just happened to be watching that particular episode.
Yeah, there was no room down at the gay club, so he stayed in that night. Is that right, Steve?
Well, does it follow Strictly Come Dancing?
Oh yes.
No.
Strictly.
Is that still on, is it?
No.
I think I hope not.
He knows
last
it's
night,
not.
didn't
He knows it's not.
I know. I don't know because I've never watched it.
Oh,
Well,
I had to
Strictly.
watch it last night.
No.
You
I
got
don't.
to watch it for the
I-
legs and the bums. It's
I don't
beautiful.
watch any crap like that.
Have you watched the new Doctor Who?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like Doctor Who.
Oh, here we
New one, it's a
go.
black lad.
Yeah,
They
nothing
got
wrong
the
with
first
that.
Black
Doctor Who, yeah.
Doctor Who, yeah.
Let's face it, they're a piece of fish. So then why not have a black man?
Yeah.
Well, he looks better
Talking
than that
about Johnny's
Scotsman.
nobby.
So who's going to be the new James Bond? They talked about what's his name? The black actor in
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba?
Idris Elba. Yeah,
Oh, I
they
like
talked
him.
about it. Idris Elba a while back.
He'd be good.
That was
as
just a
he.
rumor. Yeah, I think he would.
I'd like to see him. He's a great actor. He is.
He is. Yeah.
Taffy. He's Taffy.
Comes Taffy. Yeah.
I think they should have a Jenny Bond.
What?
Oh,
Jamie
Oh, very
Jamie
good.
Bond. Yeah.
Very
Jamie,
good.
yeah, Jamie
Give,
Bond.
give the women, let the women have a chance.
It's the man in black.
I went to school with a Jenny Bond.
Did you?
Mm.
Very good.
Taffy.
Well, look,
I'm not going to tell you too much more about it.
well,
looks
why
like one
why
of the
look
Blues
any
Brothers
further than looking over at Taffy? What about Taffy? He's done it already. He's done James Bond down in Sydney, didn't you, Taff?
Oh yeah, that was my first little video clip.
Well, you can do that. You can take over from James Bond for the next movie now.
Well, I was on Hollywood Boulevard outside the Chinese theater when they released the whatever James Bond it was, and I was I was actually in front of the all the photographs of Craig. What's his name? Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, yeah.
Of course, I made a bit of a meal of that. And there's a bar on Hollywood Boulevard called the Crew Bar, and I've got a picture of that as well. It's just called the Crew Bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those were the days. No, I'm just a little old valley boy, and I'm sat here before I dropped off, watching Max Boyce 80th birthday.
Christ.
80th birthday.
Wow.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, he was. I gotta say, what a clever man. He was really gifted in putting words together and making things really meaningful. He's a poet. He's better than any poet we've ever had in Wales.
I talk about poets though, Taffy. Well, sadly, that guy in Birmingham, the one with the dreadlocks, he passed away, didn't he, last week?
Yeah.
He was good. He was
Benjamin
clever.
Zephaniah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
He was a
brilliant.
good one. Yeah.
Good guy.
Lovely. Yeah.
Good guy.
some people seem to be able to really, in words, put over a real meaningful story. You know, not like documentaries, but really you feel it, and there's not many people can do that. But you're right, he was good, that guy. There's not many can do that. Yeah.
Just a quick one. I don't know if you've ever seen the Sewing Bee. Is it on the television? Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, we all watched that, Dave.
Well,
wait for the
yeah,
come on.
Steve, if
Bee,
you have
then.
watched it, can you go and grab a bit of needle and cotton and just stitch up that split in your jeans?
Peter, I really like your hat. That's cool.
Oh, thank you.
It is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
So, is that true, Pete? That Santa went down on you?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hope it
One
didn't
leg
tickle
one
too
leg at a
much.
time.
Oh, great.
And Charlie.
Here comes Charlie.
Oh,
That was a very clever quip that Charlie put on today after Brendan said something. Brendan said something, and Charlie came in with a quip.
Yeah,
It was really that was clever.
Yeah.
The weather's not so good then in Bermuda. The fans.
Oh,
not
Fan
there.
Charlie, huh?
Oh, and of course, Brendan's not here tonight, is he, to be able to ask the conditions of the weather? So Charlie, can you hear us?
72.
No, not yet.
That's it.
Not yet. No. So
72 here.
Waving.
Hello, Charlie.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Charlie.
Good.
Charlie.
I can't stay too long today. I've got a funeral from 5 o'clock.
Oh Christ.
Oh, well, we're very sorry to hear that, Charlie. Actually, we're sorry to hear on both reasons. You know, obviously you not being here and the fact you're going to a funeral.
Yeah. An old friend of mine passed the other day, so
Oh dear, sad.
Right.
going to see him off tonight.
Well, he'll be grateful you're coming. I'm sure he will be.
How's everyone? Everyone good?
Well,
Yep,
till you told us the
everyone's
news,
good.
Charlie, we were fine.
Yeah, all right.
68 degrees there then.
68, yeah.
Oh,
68.
well done, Scotty.
It's a chilly 68.
You'll have to put a jumper on.
it's 34 in Seattle.
How cold?
34, just 2 degrees above freezing.
Oh, okay. It's
Oh,
cold.
boy.
72 here, John.
Yeah, it's California, Chris. That's
where I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sound of that better, Chris.
It's going to be a high of 74 in a couple of hours.
Right, lovely.
What's that in real money?
Yeah.
74.
You got me. It's about 22, 23.
Yeah,
20 something, yeah.
About 32.
No,
Double it at 30.
Double it and add a
Chris.
30 and take off 2.
Yeah.
Chris, Chris out in California.
Yes, Taffy.
I spent the morning putting together a little taffy apple production for my nephew.
Oh, very good.
Nice.
I put all photographs from when he was a little kid and visited us on. You remember him, Steve? He visited us on the Pacific Princess. He was about 4 or 5 years of age then. He sat on the bridge on the Pacific Princess, the photograph of him, and
nice.
in the bar. And I put all these pictures together of his mother. God bless her, she's passed now. And of when he came over to Wales and we went to a rugby match. And I've put them all together. I'm looking to see if I can find a couple more, because I found a bit of music, and I'm not going to say what it is, but it is really, you'll love it, and it's really funky as well as meaningful. So when I put it together, because I want to send it to him before Christmas, I'll send you a link, because
I hear a cat meowing. What's
We got a cat.
That's my cat.
Who's got a pussy?
Pussy on the crew bar.
Oh, well, it could be Hilda.
Yes.
Hilda.
At last.
Ah.
At last.
Hilda from Goa.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Look at the sea on the beach. Look at the sun and the sea.
Have you got a cake, Dave?
I've been trying to get in. I've put John's new code here that I've got. But I was still on the old one. I mean, which I just used to go in with no problem. But
Yeah, I know, John. The situation is that when I go away, Dave.
When you get older, it's harder to get in, John.
No, it's not.
Talking about Zoom, do you mind?
Talk for yourself there.
Can you explain it, Dave? I'm trying. It's okay.
We've all. It's all right, John. We only all just got in ourselves.
It's because the two of us. I've got an account in Sway in the New Forest and an account in Seattle, because it's the only way it works. Yeah.
Dave, have you got a cake?
Go on.
Yeah.
Cake.
Steve.
Cake.
Cake. Is it Hilda?
Yeah.
Is it your birthday within the last 5 months?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Well,
I mean, what are we today? It was on the 9th of December. No, it was last Saturday.
Well, obviously, we
Days
didn't
ago,
want,
last
we didn't
Saturday,
want to get a cake till you
week
were
ago
in,
yesterday,
because
9th of
we wanted it
December.
to be- there we
Have
are.
you got a
We've got-
stale cake?
Happy belated birthday.
got an
I don't make
anniversary
stale
cake.
cakes, do you mind?
What's the temperature in Goa, John?
30 at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
That's 88 in real
It's
money.
about 1 o'clock in the morning.
88 in old
1
money.
a.m.
Oh, thank you. Good for
You're
you.
1
yes.
o'clock in the morning.
That's why I got
I have to say, you look very well. You look really fit.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a party here today. Only 6 of us. I cooked lunch, which was just a chicken and mushroom pie and a few bits and pieces.
Chicken and mushroom pie. That
yeah,
is CAMP. That is camp there. Very
That's
chicken
Dave's
and mushroom
favourite.
pie.
Dave's favourite dinner.
I bought some prawns the other day and shelled them, so I made a stock with the prawns and made a prawn bisque for soup.
Lovely, lovely.
Which was very tasty.
And what did you have for pudding,
Can you
dear?
believe this? Can you believe this? I got 2 kilos of prawns, really big king ones. I think it was 48 for the 2 kilos altogether, and it cost me roughly £13 for the lot.
Oh, they ripped you off then.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you have for dessert there?
I made because I knew it was going to be quite a filling meal. I just did a light, a small banana sundae with homemade ice cream, I might add.
Oh my God.
It looks very bright where you are, John, for 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
I've got all my lights on here.
Oh, right.
Well, look, you're on the
Yeah, the
beach.
wind's
We can
blowing that
see it. There's a bit of a
behind
Well,
you,
breeze.
you can't see it because I've got the same old photograph I had before when I was here, the background, Palm Beach and whatever.
Oh, we love it. Love it.
But no, I've got all the lights on because otherwise it's quite dark outside, I might add, but quite pleasant.
Well, you fooled us. We thought you were at the beach
And as
bar.
Chris Chapman was saying,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, you're looking good. It's great to see you. And what
That's
about
great.
what we always ask about Roger? Is he out there with you?
know, I don't think he's here because I've tried to contact him with no answer. And normally, if he was here, he would have tried to contact me. So I don't know what's going on.
Mhm.
I'll have to have another go during the week. And a couple of people have been on the beach around his shack. Alan in particular, that used to work, was on the Canberra when I was there, and knows Roger, and hasn't seen him. So I don't think he can be in Goa at the moment. I'm not sure.
So does that mean his shack?
He's not on Facebook or anything like that. You see, so.
Got it. Yeah.
But he's normally here for Christmas. That's I don't know. No, I will carry on trying.
Okay,
When you say shack,
That's the shacks on the beach, restaurants. They call them
oh,
shacks.
right. Yeah. Got you. I thought he was living in a shack.
It's called the Pina Colada.
Pina Colada.
Pina Colada is shack's called.
That's great.
So is someone running that in his absence, John?
Sorry?
Does someone run the restaurant in his absence?
Yeah, well, it's in his friend's name, Diego, because Roger, being a foreigner, and I think he's on a tourist visa, so he can't really be involved with it. Otherwise, he'd get banned from Goa. Perhaps that's what they found out. He was involved with it and banned it, but no, I don't think so. I would have heard if that was the case. But he's got a house and everything here. But he's in the background. The background, basically. Really, what I was with the hotel, really, because I wasn't on a business visa, but I was managing the hotel for nearly 5 years. And
Is that like, John, is that like being in the closet?
Something like that, yeah. The police did come round to check on me a few times, but when they came round, lucky enough, I was on the beach, and they used to say at the restaurant in the reception, he's not here, he's only a guest, and he's on the beach, he goes there every day. So I did stop going and doing the marketing. I used to phone it up and have it delivered, because a couple of times the police stopped and wanted to know what I was doing in a private car with somebody driving me. And if you get caught too many times, then they investigate a bit more, you see. And as I say, they did come looking for me a couple of times, so I had to keep a very low profile. But, that's all in the past now.
You want any advice on how to keep a low profile? Have a word with Bobo.
Hey, Bobo, when you do your different trips, do you take a suitcase with you?
Well, when I was traveling first class, I used to take 96 kilos.
96 kilos, my goodness.
Yeah.
God.
What about you, Bobo? Because you're always out and about. I mean, surely you.
Oh, I have backpacks. I'm all sorts. I've got a car now, so
all right.
Yeah. So I put my bike in the back of the station wagon today. Yeah.
So you've got a car here in the UK, not over in Ireland.
No, I've got a bike in Ireland.
Right.
I got bikes everywhere. Yeah.
Listen, dear, you can only have so many hat boxes.
Oh, dear.
Oh, very true. Very true.
You've got to have a good bike.
Yeah.
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 So Hilda, will you be over there till February?
I'm here to the 19th of April. I'm here for 5 months altogether.
That's a long time. Wow.
I normally do 5 months, sometimes a bit longer, but I can't. I have to be careful now because I can't spend more than 180 days in a calendar year, from the 1st of January to the 31st of December. So,
So how do you go with health insurance, with your travel insurance? Do you have to keep renewing?
I have to do it through the Nationwide. They're one of the few people that will insure me now at my age.
Right.
I've got their Flexi account. It costs me £13 a month.
Yeah.
I think it's I have to pay. I think it's another £65 because of my age, and then I have to pay extra over. I think it's 30 days you're allowed, but over that I have to pay extra. I think totally it's cost me about £300.
Well, someone should tell Oscar that because he's got issues, right?
Yeah, because we were discussing it, weren't we? All of us.
John, I recently wanted to do a 1 week trip to Spain, and they wanted 240 quid for a week.
Who was that with?
Avanti.
Yeah, well, when I was with them, they wouldn't insure me after I hit 70. And then I went with Lloyds Bank, and then they said once I reached 80, I wasn't insured. And then some friends of mine out here said, well, we're with the Nationwide, and they still do it. So I changed my bank account, transferred to the Nationwide, and straight away got an insurance. This is the second year I've done it.
So that's £13 a month, and then £65 extra for the premium.
An extra £65 because I'm over my age, and then because I go over the days that you're allowed. Well, I think it's 30. I have to pay so much for every day over the 30 sort of thing.
Because I've got to get.
John, does that cover all of your pre-existing medical conditions?
Yes, it does, but you have to declare them.
Yeah.
You have to declare them, but it does. I'm sure it does.
So, do we know if Oscar's tried anything else other than?
I don't, Scotty. All I know is Oscar rang me this morning to tell me about Phil, but I don't know. I don't think he's even bothering.
No,
he's going to go to stay with his sister.
I'm with Avanti, and I was 300, just over 300 quid last year for the whole year. It came to renewal. They wanted 1,500 quid.
That's ridiculous.
But I rang them up and played Merry Folk, and they said, "Oh, we don't want to lose you. You can have it the same price as last year."
Oh,
yeah. See, mine for a week was 240. It was 600 and something for a year. But as I wasn't planning to go more than that one trip, there was no point in doing it.
No,
I was only going to pay 600 quid to go on the holiday in the first place.
Yeah.
Well,
So I just cancelled my flight. No point in going.
no, it's cruel. There ought to be a law against it.
Yeah.
If I
get punished when you get old.
If I return to the UK, we'll say for 24 or 48 hours, and then came abroad again, that would still cover me for what I've already paid. That would cover me again. I can't overstay that period, but I can. If I go back to the UK, then it sort of
restarts again. Yeah. 31 days or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 31 days is normally the maximum. When I used to go to Aussie, if I went for 2 months, you used to have to get 2 policies, the one, and then you had to get another underwriter to do the extra days.
In Australia now, I didn't realise till I went this last time that you're covered under the NHS if you've got that.
Yeah, you've got to register with the Medicentre in Australia.
If you've got an EHIC card, you're they've got a reciprocal agreement. If you go to a hospital, but not to a doctor.
No, it's
Well,
like the
yeah,
old.
you've got, like I said, you've got to register with a Medicentre in Australia.
I don't
It's
know
like
about that.
the
Yeah, you've got
old.
to go to a Medicentre and register, and then you can use their health service.
The old card we used to have when we were in the EU has been replaced with another one, which you can still get cover on.
Yeah,
But it doesn't cover everything.
it's emergency cover only.
Yeah.
Not like I say in Aussie, not just a card. When you arrive in Australia, if you're going to stay, you've got to go to a Medicentre and register.
Like
you're there.
Medicare or
Got the full health cover.
Well, I need a card to get into Hampshire, Dave.
No. We let anyone in, Dave, don't we?
Anyway, you don't
Just come on in. Come on in.
you don't need to worry. I'm only talking about Australia. But you don't really need travel insurance apart from the flight out and the flight back. If you've got the card,
Bob, what you need is the repatriation thing. If you're taken ill and need to be flown home, that's the thing you have to have.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried with my insurance says, can I get insured just for the flight out and the flight back? Oh no, they don't want to do that.
I've got a question for Bobo. Is that somebody's arse pushing in on the front?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just resting.
Oh,
just checking out. We don't mind. We don't mind. We just needed to know.
Oh, sorry about that, boys.
No,
Oh, dear.
You haven't asked me about the seaplanes behind them.
That was the best picture up there, Scotty. So we were going to save that one till last. But now
I'll try to do a different one each week.
So was this what you flew into Dover in today, or
Probably in Victoria, right? Probably in Victoria.
No, that's in Vancouver. It's Stanley Park.
Same thing. Yeah.
In Vancouver, had you been on that one? Did you do a flight over somewhere?
I didn't actually fly in there. No, I've flown over the glaciers, but yeah, not from there.
And is this going back to the 70s, or is this more?
No,
recent?
a couple of years ago. That was all.
That's when you should have come and let me know, Scotty. I'd have driven up there and said hi to you.
I know some of you have done things like David's done his parachute jump with his tray. We did a light aircraft, I think it was about 10-seater, in Tonga in Nuku'alofa, and flew all over the island back in about 75.
Yeah.
That was really interesting. You know, you flew over the blowholes and all that sort of thing. And Maisie Marsden was the bar manager, and he organised the trip. It was a passenger trip, but he booked it it was all crew on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was on there that we might know with you, Fruity?
I remember Maisie Marden.
Maisie Marsden was bar manager.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I can't remember who else went on the trip, to be honest.
Was Alistair on there with you?
No. It was before that. It must have been early 75, I think, when we were Aussie cruising, because he took over from Dougie Williams when he had his heart attack.
It must be a bit later. We were all on there in 75, weren't we, David? 75, 76.
We were on the Canberra then. Was this the Canberra you were talking about?
No, this is Oriana.
Oh,
I was on there.
This was Oriana, Aussie cruising.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think who else might have gone on it. There was an entertainment guy called John Seaman.
Oh yeah, John Seaman. I remember. Yeah.
John Seaman. I can't remember who.
Rex Pretty, Todd Slaughter.
Yeah, Rex was on there. Todd Slaughter was on there.
John Teagle.
Possibly. I remember John Teagle, but I can't remember where I sailed with him.
He was Oriana for a long time.
75. Me and Bubba were in the ocean.
You would have been there.
I was in the ocean bar as well.
Yeah, I know.
You were there most days, weren't you?
The Poison Dwarf was probably there as well.
John Welton, yeah.
But I can't remember who else went on this trip, because we did, other than the flight, a couple of times we hired one of those little buggy things that took you round, where you had a driver, and we went all around the island and did all the little bits and pieces from Nuku'alofa. But I can't remember who else was on it. I got a feeling one of the guys was from the shops. Might have been the shop manager. But I can't remember now, to be honest. It's so long ago.
I did one of those flights over Alaska with Phil Butcher, Paul Ray. It was half a dozen of us, I was thinking, one of these little planes. It was all crew.
When I was on the Oriana, there was 10 of us, and we rented 2 Cessna planes in Auckland and flew up to Rotorua for dinner.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was amazing. Amazing.
I went up there in, I think it was 64 or 65 on a tour above land when the ship, I was on the Chew Sand then. And,
we went there in a taxi. We had a taxi for the day to Rotorua.
Passenger tour.
It was quite a long way, wasn't it?
It's a long way, that. Yeah.
It was a full day, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to love you and leave you all, and everyone have a happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Charlie.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Charlie.
Love you, wife. Love you, wife, mate.
See you in the new year.
I'm going to have to go, chat. I've got a medical emergency here. My bag's about to explode.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God!
Take care. Bye for now.
Happy Christmas, guys.
Charlie. See you.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Well, I'm going to make a move anyhow, I think. Starting for Charlie.
Mosquito flying around here somewhere.
Anyone else's bag's about to blow?
You should be so lucky, dear.
Right, I'm only half full.
Are you a half full type of guy?
No,
you got 350 mil then, Steve.
You got it. Another pint along with it.
Oh my God!
You must be finished, Steve. Pete.
I'll be right.
I'm sorry if I'm lowering the tone.
5
He's frozen
this week. 5 more this week.
Oh, there he is.
5 more, yeah.
Just 5 to go, Pete.
Yeah, he's
Is
5.
that the 22nd? You finish on the 22nd, Pete.
This week. Yeah.
Good news.
I finished on the 22nd. Yep.
Pete, are you going to ring the... Pete, do they ring the bell where you are?
Yeah, his Wi-Fi is frozen.
Well, I haven't heard it yet, but I'll inquire.
Right.
I'll build hell out of it, I'll tell you.
Well,
Scotty, you know you were saying about the small planes going up across Glacier Bay.
Yeah.
Did they ever land on the glaciers?
Oh, one did. I did. Yeah.
Did they? I don't know. I didn't anyway.
You landed on the glaciers, John?
No, I didn't land there, but I believe there was flights that did land on the glacier.
Yeah, I think they were able to, yeah.
I'm sure we had a crew one, and it landed on, it was either Mendenhall or one of those glaciers.
That was Mandy and Phil Butcher on the helicopter.
Yeah.
Helicopter would land
this was one of the 5 planes.
Yeah, I would think it'd have to be a helicopter to land there. A plane wouldn't be able to land, I don't think.
Yeah.
All right.
It was amazing when you went, because you flew over them. It was like going along a main road. Then you turned off to another one and somewhere else. It was amazing, really, the way it went. You didn't just fly over it. You went following the glaciers.
I flew up there with Dave Shotton.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave, we got Watsy, Dave.
I know. I was just going to say, Watsy, thanks for coming in from down
Congratulations, Watsy.
Well done.
Oh, look at that! Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really international tonight, isn't it?
Excellent, Steve. Good to
What
see
time
you.
is it with you? What time is it with you? What's
10 to 7.
I think he's
AM.
frozen.
10 to 7 in the morning. That's
10 to 7 in the morning, Monday morning.
You look, yeah, but you've been up for quite a few hours already, haven't you, Watsy?
A lot of hours.
I know. I nearly text you.
West London.
Yeah.
You've been in West London today, haven't you?
I've been in West London today, and then Manchester,
and then
Liverpool.
Manchester.
No, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Been a big night.
You've been travelling around nearly as much as Bobo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it was good to see you anyway. Really
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see everyone.
That's right. Well, we were just talking about flights over the glaciers and well, because I don't know where. Have you still got the black backdrop, Scotty? No, Scotty's changed his backdrop, but he had a plane in Vancouver, which they took a trip on a few years ago. But obviously, all of us were lucky enough somewhere to have gone on a flight somewhere. Did you ever do any?
No, only in New
You
Zealand.
jumped ship too early.
I jumped too early. Yeah. Before
No,
I reached there.
you did the Alaskan cruising, didn't you, Steve?
No, I didn't. I joined in
remember
I joined in Sydney, and just did Aussie cruising.
Mm.
Yeah. The only glacier I flew over was in New Zealand a couple of years ago. We went to St. Joseph's Glacier and
St. Joseph's, yeah, up in there,
yeah, did a flight over there, helicopter flight. Yeah.
So impressed with that. And Steve Walker, did you take a flight in one of the places?
Yeah, I've done the seaplane from Vancouver to Victoria. Yeah.
Oh right. Oh, literally just to get over to. Was it on?
Went there and back on the same day.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. That's right. Over in the morning and came back in the evening. Well, before we sailed. Obviously.
Oh, was that to visit a friend at the time?
Just to go over to Victoria.
Has anybody seen the spiel about the new Sun Princess that's coming out? That's going to be some ship, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, John. And we're
next year, right?
We're going to be on it in next November, John.
Really?
Yeah.
When you think of the original one, the small one, and that one it's amazing, isn't it? The way it's progressed. Mind you, it's quite a few years.
Yeah, it's part of Cindy's convention where we go to a convention in Fort Lauderdale, and then they give the travel agents and all the people on a couple of days on it just have a look at it.
Yeah.
And that's next year, is it, Johnny? In November.
In November, probably about 5 or 6 cruises on from what we got going on. Yeah.
Cool.
I know.
Where's it going to be based? In Florida?
David, get ready. David, get ready to take over control.
He's getting ready to take over on January the 7th because I'll be in Argentina.
Actually, Watsy, you because you'll be there in the Aussie crew bar, and the rest of us, obviously, and some of us will be, but the others will be all in the UK one. Johnny suggested that because we're missing out over Christmas and New Year, it suggested that we should do a double header, a UK in the evening UK time and an Aussie one in the morning UK time. Okay. And of course, he's then said, "Oh, by the way, Dave, you'll be doing it."
Yeah.
So, what date is the next one for the UK?
7th.
January the 7th.
January the 7th. Buenos Aires. Yeah,
Buenos Aires.
Down to Buenos Aires.
That's your Antarctic trip, right, John?
Yeah.
It'll be a nice trip, that.
Okay.
I went to Buenos Aires in '71.
Yeah.
Really?
I watched that program last night about the £1 billion ship.
Which one?
The MSC one. MSC. The building of the £1 billion cruise liner.
Yeah.
Well, they're all about that much now, aren't they?
It can't be far.
They're all about that much now, $1 billion. That's what they cost, most of them now.
Yeah. And
how many passengers would that carry? I say, how many passengers would that carry?
Scratch. Bottom to top.
There's another one that you might be interested in, John. There's a couple in Miami that sold up, and they've bought themselves an apartment on board a cruise ship. And that cruise ship is being built somewhere in Europe, and it's for people who want to sell up and buy apartments on board, and they just travel around for the rest of their life.
There is already one doing that, though, isn't
Yeah,
there?
there is, yeah.
The world, yeah, the residency cruises, yeah, the world.
I think it came into Dover a couple of years ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
It comes right up the River Thames.
One of
Greenwich.
the chief pursers before my time on Hebridean Princess, he went to go and work on the world, and he said, well, it was an experience. But the thing is, these people have got all got their own apartment, stroke cabin, stroke whatever on board the ship. But they're not all on there at the same time. They don't live there all the time.
We had friends who it's almost run like a timeshare. We had friends who had like a couple of weeks a year that they paid for the world every year.
The best job, you know what the best job is?
Can they rent it out, sort of thing? Can they hire it out?
You know what the best job on there is, though, don't you? Undertaker.
Busiest job.
Yeah.
What about the highest paid?
Yeah. Yes.
It's like a mortuary on the PP, right next to the fag locker.
Okay.
So the hospital, back on the Canberra and Oriana, the hospital attendant used to be that the one that did all the bodies, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was that.
You had Fred the Dead.
Fred the Brave.
I think he was on Canberra. Fred the Dead.
Yeah. Was he camp?
I don't know.
Well, no. One of them was. Honestly, not that I got to know him that well, but
he'd be handling stiffs all day.
Yeah,
that was part of the hospital attendant's job, wasn't it? The gun.
Stitch them up.
Medical staff.
So Raymond Zachary, before I know it's coming close to the end now, but we haven't really heard much from you today. Are you all set for? Are you having Christmas at home or going to in-laws, outlaws, or?
I'm going to visit my my oldest daughter in Port Alberni, which is on the Vancouver Island. We're going there for Christmas for a few days. Yeah. My other daughter has just moved to Brisbane, near Brisbane, it's a place called Palm Beach near Burleigh Head.
Yeah, nice.
Do you know that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So
just up the road from where we stay.
Oh, is it? Yeah, she's doing really well.
What's she doing
in February?
She's working in a really fancy restaurant. Like a month ago, she didn't have a job, a place to stay, nothing. She just had this vision, and she set her sights on. A year ago, she decided she was going to work in this restaurant, and she got hired. They apparently only hire like 5% of people that they interview, and she got the job there, and she's doing really well. And it's called the Tropic. It's in Burleigh Heads. Yeah, it's looks right over the beach.
Okay.
And I don't think we'll be able to afford to eat there because they've got 12. Maybe all restaurants are like this in Australia. They've got 12 pages on their wine menu, and they have like a bottle of Penfold. I think it's Penfold Shiraz is $1,150 for a bottle of red wine. It's crazy.
He buys it all the time, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
I've got cupboard fulls of it. Penfold Grange Hermitage, it is.
Yeah, drawer full of labels.
Yeah.
I was actually excited for her because but one of the best wines I've ever drunk, and I unfortunately can't remember what it was called, was with Mother, with Joanne, John Eden. We went ashore. I can't remember now where we went ashore, but we went ashore and had lunch together, and we had this bottle of white wine. It was so good, I'll never forget it. And it was a really smoky Chardonnay or something like that. And this olive bread, which is fresh baked bread stuffed full of olives. It was so good. And I don't remember what we had for a main course, but I told my daughter that that she would enjoy the wines there because the wine is exceptional in Australia. I actually don't think that the wine we buy here from Australia is as good as the Australian wine because our wine is made for it's made for export and it's not it's not the same as what you buy in Australia. So
yeah, that's right. It's the stuff we won't drink.
Yeah, that's right.
Not Benane.
It hasn't got a ring.
Well, what's you have drunk it once and then you've passed it on to us.
Yeah, that's right.
They only export their cooking wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh dear. All right,
coming up,
Colonel.
it's coming up to harvest in Australia with the wine. I was up the wineries last week, and the weather's been fantastic. We've had a bit of rain and a lot of sun, so the vines are absolutely bulging at the seams. So harvest will begin in about 4 weeks in the Hunter Valley.
Great.
One last question about you, Scott at Watsy. You're with your lawn mowing business. How is the new lawn mower? It looks very much like a sheep.
I need about 10 of those.
I'm impressed with it.
Right, guys, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go. So
there's no Oscar this week, is there, Fruity?
No, there is no Oscar. No,
but
no
we'll
Oscar.
probably send a message through.
And as we haven't got anything next week, I might just put on the Facebook page the night before Christmas that we did last year. That's all. So,
brilliant.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go, guys.
Merry
Christmas to you all. See you all soon.
Okay.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye. And you. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.
Have a safe one.
We'll have to keep waving because Colonel will be pressing magic buttons very shortly.
There you go. Who's those pretty little things behind the Colonel?
It's a couple of the
A couple of old queens, for the looks of it.
Yeah. It's a couple of old screamers from the UJ bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, you can remember those days, can't you, Hilda?
Yeah.
Only just.
Only just.
I was trying to ask you earlier, Steve. Is that the Sun Princess in your background?
Yeah. That's one of Chris's pictures, apparently.
Yes.
When he was photographer on the Sun.
Oh no,
it's one of our stock photos we used to use. I think every cruise. Yeah.
In fact, Steve, are you going down into the dry dock now or something?
Yeah, I was just thinking of it. Yeah.
Thinking of it.
I know it's not the dry dock. It's the Panama. Is that dry dock or is it
Panama Canal?
Yeah. Chris, do you remember a photographer called? He wasn't a photographer that worked on the ship. His name was Michael Going. And for a while, he took Polaroid pictures, and they were called altered images by Michael Going. And he would take a Polaroid image, and then he would, before it developed, he would kind of scrape it, and it would become all sort of blurred and wobbly. And these images were used on the menus and for a while. And I've got one of them, and it's a picture of the Royal Princess going through the Panama Canal, and I'm actually in the picture. I'm lying on the front deck.
I don't recall him.
Yeah, Michael Going. I'll see if I can find a copy of the menu and post it on the Seagoing chat.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah,
Ray, we won't recognise you if you say it's all blurry and scratched.
Well, it is blurry and scratched, but I can clearly make out, like, one of the things. I used to lie up on the foredeck on the Royal. This was taken on the Royal Princess, and because I was so tall, my legs always used to hang over the end of the lounge chair, and I always had a backpack with me. And in the picture, you can clearly see that it's me. I remember it as well, right? So, yeah.
A matter of interest. You remember This Is Your Life? Well, some friends who was here today. One of them connected YouTube to my television, and I said, see if you look for John Young, This Is Your Life. The next thing, up comes me, not me, but up comes Phil Butcher, Bungy, and Big Mary doing Three Little Maids from School. And also the opening scene was Hello Dolly. So one that was Joanne. One of the friends said, "That's not you, is it?" I said, "No, I don't think so."
That's right. Yeah,
that's
Joanne.
all on my YouTube channel, John. So all you got to do is put "This Is Your Life" with John Young, John Clean.
Yeah. Well, we got the bit where I was coming down with the Red Book. That was on there, and also the presentation of the tea service. But
yeah.
I mean, the rest of it really, unless you know the people, it's no interest to them really. But just
that was a fun night. That's a great night. Yeah.
It was just a shame that if we'd had a professional sound technician, we could have done a sound check. The air conditioning in the crew bar was close to the microphones, and that overwhelmed a lot of it.
Wasn't it the ice machine?
Something. It was some noise which we didn't know was going on. But anyway. Okay, Dave, it's time to wrap up, buddy.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas,
everyone. Christmas.
See you, boys. We'll see you in the new year.
Merry Christmas. See you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Good one.
Stay safe.
See you before then,
Cheers
Dave.
for that. Good
We'll see
boys.
you.
Yeah. Cheers, Watsy. Another good result today, Watsy.
I hope you all.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Happy Christmas,
Christmas,
everybody.
everyone. Welcome for that Christmas. Cheers to all. Cheers to all.
Cheers, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And we
Merry Christmas to you all, to all your families.
Here. Nice one, Pete. And
You're getting plenty of turkey in you.
yeah, hope you put plenty of stuffing as well.
Bits and blankets.
Well,
hang on.
I'd just like to say a very happy Christmas to everyone, wherever you are, Australia, New Zealand, the States, Spain. It's been good to see you this year. And as I say, Merry Christmas and enjoy it.
Thanks, Fruity, and that is a sincere message from all of us. So we'll raise our drinks one more time, and I'm wishing you a very, very happy Christmas.
Yeah, hi guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
I'd just like to have a quick say to you guys, just to here to wish you all a Merry Christmas, obviously. To all you guys who've joined us in the crew bar over the last year, all the best. And all you guys who haven't joined us in the crew bar over the last year, press the button.